Sony's turned over a new leaf and finally gotten rid of that boxy design with massive bezels. Sadly, we're not convinced that launching last year's smartphone design is enough to revive this struggling smartphone brand. The XZ2 has a lot going for it, a 19-megapixel camera, the very latest Snapdragon 845 processor, and a 5-inch compact that didn't get a lower spec, which rarely happens. The display is beautiful and bright. The slow motion is 960 frames per second, and it's full 1080p HD. And you can record 4K HDR. It's hard to really get excited about the latest in the Xperia XZ line of smartphones. Sony has added plenty of nice touches, like wireless charging, a repositioned fingerprint sensor, which to be honest we're not that sure about. We kind of like the power button that felt a bit baller. And saying the phone has small bezels is only by comparison to what they were shipping before. This is still a bezel-heavy smartphone, and it's thick. Thick like a cheap $100 smartphone. Even if it does feel great in hand, it's still unnaturally thick compared to modern flagships. For all of Sony's effort, their changes only bring them to parity with flagship phones that other manufacturers released last year or even earlier. Other features like 3D face scanning and dynamic vibration feel a lot more like novelties than actual use. In an earlier era, the XZ and XZ2 Compact would have been great smartphones, but they already feel behind the curve and they haven't even been released. I am hopeful that the next generation of Sony smartphones are ones that I can fall in love with, because the Sony fangirl in me really wants an excuse to go back. I'm your host, Nicole Scott from Mobile Geeks. If you disagreed with me because you are a Sony fan that has been converted and has fallen in love all over again, leave me a comment and convince me.